Coming up, we ride on a steam train, explore Harry Potter's station, see where Heartbeat was filmed, twirl on a bridge, and see a YouTube legend in his natural environment. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name's Watto. I wander about. That's Kim. Say hello, Kim.
Hello, Kim.
She wanders about as well. Today we are in Grosmont, or Grosmont, not quite sure how you pronounce it. We are going to be getting on a steam train on the Heritage Railway up to Goathland, which is the village where Heartbeat is filmed. And then we're going to have a wander around there, and then we're going to walk back along the old rail track, and we'll take you with us. Yes, you're not mistaken, that was Alan Metalman running.
Past the point of no return, baby, on the summer night. A shot of love and a spark of love to breathe. The stars align and the month times night burn like a dried out leaf. Are we leaving on the next train beat? I do believe. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now I ain't missed a 9 to 5. I don't hear it in my song. I'm gonna pull my weight, don't give me.
Right folks, we have with us today again the one and only Alan Metalman, and his good lady wife is over there talking to Kim over there, and we're going to stick with them today, and they're going to join us on our little trip via the train to Goathland from Grosmont, where we are now, and then we're going to walk back down what was the old railway track back to here, so should be a lot of fun. Well, we're just about to go through this tunnel here, and we're going to have a little look at the engine sheds first, because our train's not due for a little while yet, so we are going to have a look down there first and see what we can see.
Oh, wait a minute. I'll take your sunglasses off.
Yeah, that's a bit better. Doesn't make much difference, I don't think. This is the engine shed, so you can go and have a look in them. So we're going to have a little poke about in here. Yeah, nice little gift shop in here with stuff for enthusiasts, as well as obviously stuff for any kids that you bring. All volunteers working on these, of course. This looks like our train has pulled in now into Grosmont, and we're going to let everybody that's getting off get off. We have been told that the platform at Goathland is a short one, so to use the back 3 carriages. So that's what we're going to do. Right, we're settled in on the train now, all ready to go. Looking forward to it. This section of railway fell foul of Dr. Beeching's rail cuts back in 1965 and closed. But a bunch of enthusiasts got together and decided to reopen it, and in 1972 the very first employee of the North Yorkshire Moors Railway was taken on. We've just alighted from the train here, and we are now at Goathland. Just give you a little look. This is down the back. Alan's just up there on the bridge getting some footage from the top, and we're going to have a little look around Goathland. Goathland station, very famously used in Harry Potter, of course, as Hogsmeade. Well, I have read, if you pardon the pun, that Simply Red filmed a video here of Holding Back the Tears was filmed here also. And of course, being the place where Heartbeat was filmed, very famous TV series, it's also the station there as well. So you've been used quite a bit as a filming location. There is definitely something evocative about visiting a heritage railway. It takes you back to when life was slower and everything was just a little bit less rushed. Apart from this guy's job. Come on lad, stoke that boiler up. We're just in Goathland station, and one nice little feature is there is a few, I'll just spin you around, a few behind me, and they call them camping coaches, and you can actually stay in them. It's very good if you're an enthusiast. Alan being very athletic there on the bridge. Up here they even spell the signs with a Yorkshire accent. Well, we've come outside Goathland station now. We are going to go and walk up through the village. Obviously it is called Goathland, but otherwise known as Aidensfield in the famous TV series Heartbeat. But we'll go up there and say, we'll just go have a little look along here, see if we can see any more of the nice little bits of memorabilia and old things that are lying about first. The old signal box there, the guy would be in there obviously operating the points for the trains coming in and out, making sure they're on the right lines. And if you can see up over there, very nicely preserved is the water tower. Obviously no steam engine's going to work without water. There's a few people turned up. Right, well, having had a good poke about at the station there, Goathland station or Hogsmeade station, whichever you want to call it. We're going to take a little walk up to the village now. Little short, sharp shock up, isn't it? Well, you can just about see there on the other side of the road. Try and dodge the cars for you. This is the Goathland Hotel, otherwise known as it says there, the Aidensfield Arms. As you've spotted, is Aidensfield Garage. Again, if you've seen the series, you'll recognise all these places. A little word of warning, guys. Although this is a gift shop and probably makes a lot of money for the owner, the guy running it wasn't overly friendly or impressed with us using our cameras. Well, that was the garage. So we're going to walk up through the rest of the village now, just have a look before we're going to do the walk back to Grosmont after, along the old rail track. But let's have a little poke around the village first. We've just come up towards the top end of the village here. I'll show you a map in a second. And it's nice, delightful little row of cottages and shops. Just get a look at the map there, if I can get in close enough. This is where we are here, and we got on the train there in Grosmont. We've come on the train down to Goathland, and then after we've finished looking around the little village, we're going to walk the old rail track back towards Grosmont again. So make it a bit of a loop, a little bit of interest in the middle. Right, that's the village done, and we're just going to hit on this rail trail here, which goes back to Grosmont, which is where we started and got on the train earlier on this morning. So we're going to have a nice little, I'm hoping a leisurely walk back down to where we started. They tell me that the best way is to walk from Goathland to Grosmont, which is the way we're walking, as we are going down quite a steep incline here, and it's not so steep going the other way coming back out. So hopefully that's right and I haven't been told wrong information, and we'll see when we get to the other end, I suppose. So we're following the rail trail, as you can see down there. It's pretty steep. And this was the original Whitby to Pickering Railway, which was opened in 1836, planned as a way of opening up trade from the seaport of Whitby into inland routes. Originally designed and built to be used by horse-drawn carriages, and as you get some idea of the steepness of the hill, if I aim down that way, you can imagine the effort that would have had to have been put in by these poor horses. This particular section of the Goathland track was too steep for the horses to pull up, so then it was a water-driven winding station was used to haul the carriages up, which I think is really ingenious, and an example of just how engineers of the day got over problems like this. In the days when it did have a water-driven winding station, obviously this was extremely dangerous. There was numerous accidents, and there were still numerous accidents even when it was converted to steam. So eventually the line was diverted to avoid this particular steep incline.
Mistakes now, 'cause I don't wanna stay.
Well, it is an extremely pretty walk down through these woods. There's lots of wild garlic, which I think it is down here, and you can smell that. That's really, really nice. The light through the trees. It is a very, very scenic walk. Beautiful, quite peaceful, plenty of birds to hear, and a real treat. So if you are going to do the Heritage Railway and then do it this way, Goathland to Grosmont, and then you go down the incline and you don't have to walk up it. If you do the walk either way, dotted along, there are plenty of benches in various sort of places along the route, so if you do need to have a rest, you can have a little rest. We're ploughing on at the moment and we're just enjoying, like I say, absolute carpets of wild garlic at the moment. And we've got a bit of light coming through the trees, and it's all very, very nice. So far so good.
Wanna feel passion for something or someone that makes my world turn upside down. Wanna give it up for something or someone that's better than this.
Just come down at the bottom of the incline now, and the cottage we've gone past is called Incline Cottage. And there is a trail just up there, just where Alan's having a look at, if you can see him behind me somewhere, that way. That goes up to a waterfall, Mallion Spout. We're not doing that today because we're doing the walk down through to Grosmont, but I am told it is very, very scenic and a very nice walk. No doubt Alan will probably do that on his channel at some point, so keep watching his channel, you'll probably see it. So those two cottages we've just gone past there, obviously were cottages for railway workers back in the day.
That's you. That's you done for the day now.
That was a bit energetic really, wasn't it? Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous, looking at the water there down through. Very peaceful spot. Just give you a little look upstream as well across this little bridge. Very, very nice. We're just coming up on the community orchard just here on the right, and each tree is looked after by an individual school pupil, which I think is brilliant, to be honest. And if I spin you around, you can see their names on the base of the trees. You can see the name tags there, so they're all responsible for looking after each tree, which I think is absolutely fantastic. We are just on the bridge, like as you saw there, and just down below us, if you can see, the stepping stones, but they're not actually stepping stones. They're actually the foundations that are left from the original rail bridge to cross the river. Another spot of that bridge there is the old Beckhole station. This little area we're down in now being called Beckhole. And as you can see, it's still very pretty. The girls have forged on ahead there, and we're just bringing up the rear. This plaque here just commemorates the Whitby Iron Company Limited. From 1857, made the first iron in the valley of the River Esk, from which this tablet was cast.
Remember when you told me you believe in something and you said you're done pretending that fate is patient.
Well, I don't know if you can see there, this bridge we've come up to, I've just come down to have a look at. It's actually a double arched bridge there across the river, and it's what you call a skew bridge because of the way it's going across. Absolutely stunning bit of engineering, and not a bad spot. I don't know if you can just about pick up here a little smattering of bluebells, not many, just a few, but they're there nevertheless. Just an idea there as the river comes down. Obviously evidence of bridges and structure left from the old railway, no doubt. It just gives you an idea of what was there in the past, and you can build that picture in your brain.
Run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim. And come back.
Just getting the lovely smell of the garlic again on this bit, and we're starting to see a few more patches of bluebells, which is very nice. Not many, but we can see them. Let's just add into it. It's really, really nice with the river on one side, and as you can hear, plenty of bird song as well. So far, a really, really good walk.
Catch the storm within your.
We're just coming up on what is North Bridge, which crosses the Merk-esque River, where the forces of nature and industry have collided over 2 centuries. And if you were wondering about the colour of the river, the water that forms into the river comes down off the moors, and it's the colour from the peat upon the moors that gives the river its colour. These buttresses would have been the original, where the original bridge was, and who doesn't like looking at a river from a bridge? Just come through another gate, and that kind of gives way to the wooded bit, kind of gives way to a little bit more of an open bit now around here. Obviously we're still following the line of the track. I think we're getting a little bit closer to Grosmont, but it's still such a really, really nice walk. Really enjoying it. Stunning to see the steam train going through the English countryside. Nothing better. One thing you do notice when you're on this walk is there's just so many little places to stop and have a look at, little spots where it's just gorgeous. It is a really, really good walk, and it's really easy going. It's mostly flat once you come down that incline. Like I said, come this way. If you're going the other way, it's a 1 mile incline up.
Summer's end, and you feel that this is your beginning. Will colors fade?
We're just coming up on a few more signs of civilization now, so I'm guessing we're nearing Grosmont.
Get it out of your system. Come back when you're older.
So I don't know whether you can see up through there. There's another trail off. And that goes up to the Esk Valley mine. So, like I was saying, there are lots and lots of trails off this trail. You've got waterfalls, you've obviously got the mines there. Really, really accessible. What's not to like? Just go through this gate here and head towards the station, hopefully. So a little bit of an incline up the last bit there. Mr. and Mrs. Metalman just completing the ascent. I can't see her. Kim just bringing up the rear there. Come on, Kim, get them little legs moving. That's it, we're back up on the flat again. Absolutely spot on. Excuse my huffing and puffing, but that was quite steep, that bit. We have come out on here, and that gives you the view down over Grosmont, and that's the station where we started our day. Absolutely fantastic. There you go. Right folks, I think we're going to leave you there for this walk at the moment. Thoroughly recommend this walk. What do we think, guys?
Yeah,
Brilliant.
definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Plenty to see off it as well. Like I said, there's waterfalls and mines and
Trees.
no shortage of benches to sit on if you fancy a rest. Well, we've had a great day. If you've enjoyed watching the video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out Alan's channel, link in the description. Subscribe to ours as well, and we'll see you somewhere on the next one. Say goodbye, folks.
Bye,
Yeah.
folks.
Bye, folks.